Yo, this is Ron, the two-time King of the Dot champ. You're listening to Witty, Smitty News. Fuck with it.
Christian Smith, Witty, Smitty News. Joined with the boy Lexx Luthor. We live in Staten Island.
In my backyard.
And I made it. Honestly, crazy trip here. We're not even going to get into that. We're going to get right into Homi Day. It's tomorrow.
It's a hobby day, bro. Rest in peace, PH. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Rest in peace, fucking J Arch, bro. Hobby Day.
So 37 battles on the card. No. But no.
18 battles.
18 battles. So how did the whole card come together? Obviously, you are part of Team Homi now. PH helped put you on back in the day. So how did the whole card come about?
Hobby Day kind of came about where I was planning a card where I could just take some of the best up-and-comers, in my opinion, and put them against each other to where you could have great classics on the upcoming, great content for them to promote, rather than them staying in their respected leagues, battling random guy after random guy. We brought the best of the best together for Homi Day, being because when J Arch was part of Jump Off, he put together a lot of the beginning battles back then. PH, of course, starting Grind Time, New York. I'm just following in my older brother's footsteps, man, of putting on the up-and-comers year after year, so Homi Days for them.
So there's 2 judge battles on the card, one being Eddie I and EB for a skateboard, and the other being obviously the #1 contenders match with Get 'em Vega and Vici.
Dale Denton and MC Valentine is also judged.
Oh, judge. They're putting the 200 up then? That was confirmed? Okay, perfect. So who's the judges for that?
I think Panic and Hype is judged as well.
Really?
I'm not sure. I think they're betting too, yeah.
Okay, let's go. That's what I like to hear, to be honest.
Hey.
Any word on judges, or are they going to be able to pick those before the matches?
It's Homi Day. There's going to be respected people in the building to judge the shit. People that are unbiased. So, yeah, there's going to be qualified people around for that.
Now, with there being judge battles, we've seen this actually quite a bit lately with King of the Dot GZ throwing the Judgment Day.
Right.
Obviously, Jonai and Psychosis putting up the dough.
Yep.
Do you feel more judges or more battles should start being judged again, or should it stick to the promo aspect?
Yeah, I don't think battles should be judged. Battles are too subjective to depend on 5 people's opinion on who's the better MC that night. I personally have had some judges that were not fit to judge at all, that were on some, this is my first time at a rap battle, I think this guy won, and I was, you know what I'm saying? So I think judges are a thing of the past, man, just like A&Rs, you know? Watch the battle, enjoy the battle, and that's it. Unless there's money on the line or contendership of any type, tournaments, then it should be judged. But other than that, nah.
Do you think there's any way that they could make a system where it would work, like if there was, say, a point system, kind of like how UFC or boxing does it, or if they judge the battles after the battle actually?
Yeah, but it's also opinionated too. Like, there's something that I will think is really, really good, and there's something that somebody might think that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like jokes and shit. I think a really good executed joke can win a fucking round, man, because you're making them into a joke, you know? It's not like you're goofing around saying anything. It's your fucking opponent, you know? I think judges are just obsolete, man. It's not like boxing or MMA where you could come down to a tally of significant strikes. Because at the end of the day, you can't be like, you know what, I didn't really like that kick that much. Nah, it's still a fucking kick, you know what I'm saying? So,
and like you said, it's so subjective, I guess. A big punchline for you could be a trash punchline to me. Right. So if we were both judging that, then how would you even score that properly?
I mean, I've shut rooms down with Pokemon lines. I mean, like, where I couldn't rap for like a minute because I said something about Pokemon. The crowd might have been going crazy, but a judge might be 40 years old and not like it or understand it at all, you know? And I've had a lot of Pokemon lines that I have, or anime, or any type of like alternative reference that people don't usually use. I usually apply it to my opponent too, so it's still super relevant and direct, but people don't get it, you know? Hey, it's not for everybody.
So we talked about the judge battles. Let's get into, I guess, more higher caliber matchups, if you want to say that. 100 Bullets Steams, 100 Bullets debut on Beast Mode, Steams debut on Beast Mode as well.
URL versus King of the Dot, bro.
How did that come about? How do you see that playing out?
I just fucks with them both as people, good friends of mine. And aside from their respective leagues where they're from, everything else is pretty identical about them. From the way that they write, to their patterns, to their references. Very similar from completely different places, different leagues, and it had to happen somewhere. You know?
So we also have, obviously, Danger Zone Joey was originally scheduled for the Awakening card in Toronto, now moved to here.
Right.
You think that'll play out better here than it would in Toronto? You think Danger Zone maybe gains an advantage at being over here?
I think he might have had more of an advantage in Toronto because the crowd may be a little used to Joey there and give Danger that star power that he needs to win the match, like Matt Hoffa had. I don't think he'll have that much impact in New York. He's not exactly a new face here, but Joey kind of is. So I think it's more in Joey's advantage being in New York, being the underdog, towards where it's Toronto and he's a usual there, and Danger has the star power. I don't think his star power is going to transition to Beast Mode New York.
No, yeah, actually, when you mention it that way, I actually kind of agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I notice it in Toronto a lot. When a big guy's there, they instantly react.
Yeah.
Trash or not, they're going to react for it no matter what.
You're not even battling them, man. You're battling their fans.
Exactly. No, 100%. And we've seen it with a lot of battles, really, to be honest. So the card's stacked. Any other battles that stand out to you besides the judge ones or obviously the main events that we mentioned?
Jack Tripper and C4 is actually a really huge battle to me and my circle, for the people that have been in New York for a long time. C4 in my generation, of course, Nems came before him, but C4 was my generation's shock value horrorcore rapper, where he would say things that people wouldn't normally say, man, you know what I mean? Like, and him and Jack is just that. It's kind of like, I like looking at it as like a Satanist versus a serial killer, you know, like, they're both equally crazy, but in different realms, you know what I mean? And crazy thing is, C4's last battle was the exact date 5 years ago. So he's coming back 5 years later on the same fucking day to battle Tripper, and that shit is gonna be fucking insane, man. People better have their rosaries for that shit.
And Dago East City, I love that matchup.
Punch fest,
that has fire written all over it.
Punch for
Dago, we mentioned this off-camera conversation earlier, but Dago, he's one of the best guys that hasn't been noticed, I think.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you mentioned, you beat him at the right time.
Yo, he hasn't lost since I beat him, man. Like,
Yeah.
I beat him, and then after that, he was fucking killing people, and I was just like, damn, thank God I fucking battled him when I did. You know? He would have gave me, he would have, if he was the way he is now in our battle, he would have won. But, too bad.
Yeah,
You know?
no rematch on that one.
Tell Smag I don't do rematches.
Well, Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, we join with Lex. Honestly, man, salute Beast Mode
Yes.
NY. This card is crazy. Easily can be in talks for one of the best of the year.
Yeah.
Not Beast Mode cards, best
Right.
battle rap card of the year.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? It's all fucking homegrown motherfuckers, you know?
Talk.
People out here that nobody knows who the fuck they are, but they should, and that's why the event is happening. I mean, it's gonna be crazy.
No, I fucks with you, Lex.
Yeah.
From a battler to a promoter, I think you do a fucking fantastic job on
Thank
the real.
you, brother. Thank you.
Salute, Witty Smitty News. We out of here.